Welcome to Self-Care Sundays. On the table are 4 images with sets of messages beneath them. Please look at these pictures and choose one that most speaks to you. If you chose the first set, there's anger on this card. There's a lot of anger here. This person almost, those arms that are up, almost like stop, stop, stop. That's what I'm getting off of this. But this is an emptiness right in the center, which would be where not only the, like all the first, second, third, and touching into the 4th chakras. So this is a feeling dead inside, but because you're angry, it's like you're disgusted, you're still feeling strongly. So it's not, you're not numb, definitely not numb, but surrounding this picture is beautiful green, which is healing. So there is healing on the way. You're in a nice little healing bubble, but you're still not past this feeling. If that makes sense to you, please stay with me for this message. If not, please feel free to look at any of the other sets of cards, including past weeks, because I do believe we find the message when we need to find it, to have it. And I've created all of these to be timeless. The other thing that stands out for me, and I'm going to say it because I know better than not to, okay, when Spirit starts whispering something to me, as stupid as it sounds, and I know I'm going to take the chance of sounding like an idiot, but I also see a bowling ball here. Somebody might be on a bowling league, or maybe they want to be, or you need to be. It's a method of, finding something fun to do. And bowling is this word that I keep hearing, that it might help you feel better. But bowling is definitely involved this week, okay? I know that sounds silly. I'd love for you guys to comment below if that actually resonated and hit, because I need to know that what I'm hearing is actually ahas, that I'm actually getting those zaps. So bowling, my friend. Bowling's important, but let's see what the self-care tip is to take care of this anger you're feeling. So the first one says intuition. All right, so are you trusting your intuition? And that's a real question for you. Are you trusting it? Because anger is a fear-based emotion. We get angry when something triggers us that makes us feel panicked, okay? And panic, it's that, oh my God, that can't happen, or, I don't want to feel this way. That anger is just an ignited fear. So this is saying, let's look at your intuition and what can you focus on, what caused it. Now, when I say that, when we get angry at other people, and I know this from personal experience, from all the studying I do on behaviors, okay? We need to look at why we're mad. It's not the other person triggering it. It's not their fault. We have a trigger. And that's hard to hear. So when somebody pisses me off, I have to step away and say, why am I getting mad? Why am I getting mad? Because it's not their fault that I have an insecurity. It's not their fault that I have a fear. But we do project it onto the person who triggered it. So this is asking you to take a step back at this anger and figure out where in you it's coming from. What caused this feeling? Because as soon as you can acknowledge why it's happening, you can start to let go of the other person. You no longer place the responsibility on the other person for triggering it. Okay. And we have dance. So of course, to expend a lot of that negative energy that you're storing right now, dancing will help raise your vibration and help burn off some of that energy. Some people, not me, of course, but there are some crazy people out there who like to go jogging when they're upset. I can't imagine, but good for them. They like to go jogging. And this is, same thing. Dance. And the more you dance, the more energy you're going to burn, which will help alleviate some of that anger. And the back of the card says, kick up your cute heels and move your glorious body. Feel the music and let loose. Sweat your prayers and twirl to your intentions. Every cell in your body will rejoice, and exercise is as important to your well-being as healthy eating and processing your stress and emotions. You can shake a tail feather alone, with your friends, or with a passionate partner. Dance your gorgeous heart out. So there you go, bowling and dancing this week. Bowling and dancing this week. Okay, so if you like to talk to the angels, the one that showed up for you this week is Uriel. You know what to do. I can't not say it that way. Oh, you know what to do, right? Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. There's your intuition again. This is about intuition. You are the light. You can hold the light to the truth. Okay? And for your clairsentient, if you like crystals, this is the one that came out for you. Watermelon tourmaline. Oh, that sounds amazing. That's the crystals that are like green and a little red in them or pink in them. And that's for stress reduction. So de-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. All right. So if you don't get watermelon tourmaline, or you can't have it, or you just can't afford it, wear something this week in both pinky, and the colors of watermelon, right? The green and the pink. Wear that for the energy of it. Okay, and those are your self-care tips for this week. I hope that helps. I'm wishing you all the best, and I will see you next week. If you chose the second image, we have someone who is looking like they are actually celebrating, praying, meditating. Just they're completely engulfed in an amazing, positive emotion and joy of being connected to spirit. Maybe you chose this because you want to feel this way, or maybe you're feeling this way and you haven't been happy. But either way, if that is how you're feeling and that sounds right for you, please stick with me for this message. And if not, please feel free to choose any of the other messages. They're meant to be timeless, and I truly believe we find our messages when we need them. So if you're feeling very rejoiceful, if you're joyful and happy and connected to spirit and the universe, stick with me. Or you just want to be. Your self-care tip for this week is beauty ritual. Yeah, I always joke with my friends that there is no better feeling than changing your sheets or washing your sheets and having them fresh and shaving your legs. Oh my God, that feeling of getting in bed is amazing. So whatever you enjoy that makes you feel pretty, that makes you feel sexy, that makes you feel good about yourself, it's time to do that. Okay, beauty ritual. Make yourself feel good. And then you have be mindful with your money, honey. Oh, are we overspending this week? Let's not do that. It says, are you spending above your means? Avoiding the reality of your bank account. Shopping to numb any negative feelings or pain. It may be time to clean up your relationship with money. If you don't know, I have a series on Mondays. Every Monday it comes out weekly called Money Manifesting Mondays. And we do address the aspect of being an entrepreneurial mind, but also our relationship with money. So join me over there. If you see at the top right, there will be a I in the corner of your screen. If you click on it, I will give you a link to the Money Manifesting Monday series, if you're interested. So your self-care tip continues to say, let go of the fear and shame around your finances and take responsibility for your future. Any unwise decisions you've made in the past are behind you. Seek guidance where needed and keep the big picture of your financial well-being in mind. Remember, Money saved is money earned. And money is just energy, guys. Money is just energy. And you can have an easy flow of it, or you can chase it and have it, avoid you. So, take a look at what you're doing. Address it. Don't be afraid to. We're not meant to be in debt. You can be as rich as you want to be. You really can. So join me over on Money Manifesting Mondays and we can help you with that. If you like to talk to the angels, the angel card that came out for you is Metatron. It says indigo and crystal children. Oh, these are amazing kids, and they're usually called oversensitive. They're the ones that people tend not to understand. Sometimes they're a little rebellious, because they're already tapped into the universe, and hopefully they're not being crushed. Or maybe you were an indigo children. But here's the message from Metatron. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. So if you were, and maybe you don't know what an indigo or crystal a child is, I would encourage you to Google it and look it up, because you may have been one and just never had that term or that label. If you are, you can help guide other children to handle this gift, because it is a gift. It may not feel like one because you're usually the person who is the odd one in the group, or, because you experience things differently. So if that is you, take a look at that, because you might be being called to help others who are just like that. Okay? Actually, it's strange that that's under self-care, but that might actually be leading you towards part of your life purpose. So here's the crystal card that came out for you for this week. The suggestion, if you're clairsentient, is citrine. Unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. So this is like a golden color, and if you can't get a piece of citrine, fine, just wear something that's in the yellow family. It'll help with that energy at least, okay? And those are your tips for this week. I am wishing you all the best. Take care. If you chose the third image, we have someone who is very wise. There's a lot of purple here. This person's lived. They've lived the life. They know how it goes. But there's also flecks of red in here that are still scars or wounds, things that they hurt. I'm feeling hurt here. It's not just this isn't a passionate feeling, a good way. These are scars. These are things that have actually hurt. And then if you notice on the bottom, there's a whole bunch of pyramids with eyes in them. This person is wise. So if that is you, okay, please stick with me. Even if you are someone who is looking to gain your wisdom or is figuring out your life lessons that you can help other people. If that makes sense to you, please stay with me. If not, please feel free to look at any of the other images, even in prior weeks. I truly believe we find them when we need them, our messages, and they're all meant to be timeless. So let's take a look at how this person who is either seeking the wisdom and the lessons that they've learned in a lifetime, or are feeling this way right now. You almost feel old because of how much you've lived. Okay, this is for you. Self-care tip number 1, aromatherapy. So if you are interested, Spirit is saying this will help. It will help with your senses. If you, do breathing exercises and you have a really lovely scent in the room, this will help you. It'll be something to focus on anyway. It'll help you think through, meditation-wise or prayer-wise, help guide you into that level of thinking about your life in review and the things that you can help others with and how you can help yourself get past some of the scars that are there. So now it says compassion for all. Notice there's like so many different animals here. Compassion for all. Compassion is the beating heart of all spiritual practices. The peace you seek comes from the peace you create. And that's just the law of attraction. So what you're putting out into the world is what you're going to get back. Extend your compassion to all beings today, including yourself. Everyone benefits when you are kind. May all beings be happy and free. So if you're like the rest of us, you get cranky because you're not eating right or drinking enough water or moving enough, getting exercise, and your body starts to feel bad and then you get cranky. So please pay attention to your body this week, okay? Especially if you're in this contemplative mode of feeling like you're just feeling old. I'm getting more from that too, is the feeling of being old. Just because, and you could be young and have felt like you've lived, 100 years already. So if you like angels and talking to angels, the one that showed up for you this week is Prosperity with Ariel. And she's always badass. Ariel is strong. It says, your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. I love that. This cornucopia is filled with gems and pearls. Isn't that beautiful? So your self-care tip, if Ariel's like, I will help you with your dreams and manifesting. If you're clairsentient or just enjoy crystals, the card that showed up for you is Amethyst. Revealing your true self, and as you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. And if you don't have an amethyst or do not have access to getting an amethyst, please just wear some purple because it'll help you with the same energy, okay? I hope that helps, and I wishing you all the best. Take care, and I hope to see you back next week. If you chose the fourth image, this is filled, giggling because it's filled with such joy. I want to dance right now. This person is just so happy, celebrating, hands up in just joy. So if this is how you've been feeling, I am so excited for you. This is beautiful. Or if you're looking to feel this way, this is your set of messages for this week. If that's not how you're feeling or you're not interested in this card, please, it's okay to go on and look at other images and choose another one. I've set these up to be timeless, so I believe we get messages as we need them. So feel free to look at the other weeks as well. But if this looks like either what you're feeling or what you would like to feel, stick with me here. We're going to go in and get these self-care tips for this week to find joy. Your first card is Burning Bowl Ritual. If you're dealing with anything negative this week, whatever that is for you, whatever big thing is for you that's holding you back from feeling your joy, because it's Burning Bowl, I'm going to say, please be very careful that you do this responsibly. Have water nearby, but use a container that holds heat. And write down on a piece of paper whatever is bothering you and then burn it. It is symbolic and it is visually, you will watch it burn away. It will help you let go. But I'm just going to ask you to please be very careful. And if you are completely against fire, that's okay too. Just rip it up into shreds, still write it down, what's bothering you, and then rip it up, even flush it down the toilet. But again, be careful with that, plumbing issues, okay? So the point here is the symbolism of just destroying it. It's the ritual of destroying what you wrote on the paper that's bugging you, okay? So now we have Risk It. Risk it. Great things are born from those brave enough to fly. Those who are willing to risk failure. Your dreams require action and you're ready to make a move. Because remember, you have nothing to lose. Even if you flop, you'll receive valuable insight. So get off your butt and take a leap. Go for it. Oh, yeah. So there's an idea you've been having, you've been wanting to do it, and now the Spirit's saying it's time. There's no excuses left. Because never give up on your dreams, ever, ever, ever. If you like talking to the angels, the one that showed up for you this week is Metatron. It's chakra clearing. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. So I have a friend that actually loves to read about these things, and they all, you know, there's so many different symbols out there. And if they're actually in nature too, there's crazy like spirals, and it doesn't come naturally to me, but for you this week, the symbols will mean something, so pay attention. If you see something and Google it, look it up, and concentrate on clearing all your chakras. Okay, that's your suggestion for you this week by Metatron. If you're clairsentient and you like crystals, the one that showed up for you this week is tanzanite. You're ready to love again. Look at that. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. Doesn't surprise me, considering that open body body posture in the first card in the visual. And the image is someone that's extremely happy, and we shine our light and we draw to us that same feeling. So this is tanzanite for the crystal for you, okay? And I hope that helps, and I am wishing you all the best. I hope to see you back next week. Take care.